Hello, welcome to day 3 on this production challenge. My name's Ryan J. Welcome back. If you've made it this far, congratulations, and I'm super pumped for you. That must mean I'm providing some type of value for you to keep coming back. You must have got something out of day 1. You must have got something out of day 2. Day 3, we're going to wrap it all up and put it together. Then from that point on, it's on you. It's on you. I can give you the blueprint, but you have to be the subcontractor to take that blueprint, build it up, put it into action. All right. So let's get to it. So I've got 4 questions for you. All right. So this question kind of refers to day 1, is to what does your morning routine look like? And have you wrote that down or put that into practice already? Or you have a morning routine, but you've added and adjusted and implemented some other things per my suggestions. What does that look like? Question number 2. Are you ready to dust off your self-discipline that's been maybe on the shelf? Are you ready to dust that off and get that hustle muscle, discipline muscle flexing? Are you? Question number 3. Have you identified your time wasters? Have you identified those? That was yesterday's homework, okay, to write down and schedule and journal and, get into that habit. Now, I'm a writer-downer, so you don't have to necessarily write it down, but if you take notes and put them into Evernote or their voice messages on your phone, same deal, same concept. However you like to ingest the information that you take down so that you remember. I'm not saying you have to write it down, of course. Be elastic with it. Be elastic. Whatever works for you, do that. So have you identified those? Then this one is going to this is not a yes or a no, and it's actually going to take you a little bit of self-discovery to come up with this answer. And so I highly recommend you take that time. What are you struggling with now? What seems to be your roadblock? What seems to be holding you back from where you want to be and the vision of yourself or your goals? What's holding you back? And if you want to let me know, totally cool. If you want to write it down or dictate it and then throw the list away and erase the message, totally cool. But in what areas are you struggling? And if you let me know, I might be able to help. Who knows? Or at least give you some more insight. All right, so, and then I have one more question towards the end of this day 3 training. So, being the last day, now's the time that there will be a little bit of training in here, but now's the time where it all comes together. It all comes together and it starts to make sense. So we're putting it all together today. All right, and we're going to start with training number 1, which we went through the morning routine. All right, look at the morning routine, and I'm going to use a sports analogy for this one. The morning routine is like your warm-up. All right, so if you're a basketball player, you might practice free throws, or you have dribbling drills or passing drills. It's practice. It's warming up. It's warming up and getting ready. That's what your morning routine does for you. It grounds you. It gets your blood flowing. You've had the breakfast. You've accomplished things in the morning before you even start working. You've gotten up earlier to allow yourself this time. Think of this as your self-care warm up to seize the day. Yeah, you've grounded yourself with the personal development or the meditation, however that looks for you, whether it's listening to audio, a YouTube, a book, or just meditating in your thoughts. That is helpful as well. And envision yourself seizing the day and winning the day. Now, that's gonna ground you. That's your warm-up. Okay? Part of that was the planning it out. So we went to, and this was yesterday, we talked about time wasters, scheduling time, and eliminating things that don't benefit you. Like if you find yourself spending time that takes away from adding value, takes away from production towards your overall goal for the day, and if that doesn't compound effect help your goals in the future, then you may want to cut back on whatever that time waster is, or better yet, just eliminate it completely. Maybe those are habits, maybe those are people, maybe those are activities. The list could go on and on about what are potential time wasters. Binge watching a TV show. Yeah, binge watching TV shows definitely 3 months ago was something people did because we were put into a new dynamic of how the world works. And we didn't know what we were doing. So, yeah, all right. I finished Netflix in a week. Okay. But now I'm done. And now it's time to get back on the saddle and ride. All right? So, eliminating the distractions, scheduling out your time, being disciplined about that, and writing it down. You've equipped yourself with the must-do list and the to-do list. After your morning routine, start attacking that list with ferocious tenacity, because the sooner you get it done, well, then that might free up more time for you, for your friends, for your family, for doing stuff you enjoy. To procrastinate on getting the stuff done is actually a detriment. It's a detriment. You know it needs to be done, so just do it. Do it and get it over with. All right? Putting it off until, I'll just do that tomorrow, or I'll do that someday. Well, you know what? Someday actually turns into, I'm never going to do that. So if that's the case, then do yourself a favor and just take it off the list. Take it off the list completely and admit to yourself, I will never complete this. I will never get it done. It's easier on yourself. Then you don't have to worry about it. Just be like, you know what? I'm not going to do it, and I guess I'm fine with that. I'm going to quit telling myself that I'm going to get to it and, deal with that worry and anxiety, because it really does. Like, if the longer you put stuff off till tomorrow or the next day, that just brings on mental anguish that you don't need. So it's easier to just tell yourself, I am not going to do that. It's easier on your brain, and just accept it. So the discipline part is what I'm talking about. And here's a gym example. I don't like going to the gym. I don't like going. Every single time when it's time to go to the gym, I always have that other side of me. That other side of me is like, oh, it can wait till tomorrow. Oh, you can do it later. You don't have to do this. Oh, it's cold outside. Oh, it's hot outside. Don't you have to walk the dog? Wow, laundry need. Yeah, all sorts of excuses. That side of me is an excellent persuasive closer, the best closer, will close me every single time on why I shouldn't go. But it's not the activity. I like the results. I like the results that happen after I do it. Always feel better. Always. Every single time. Always feel better. It heightens my mood. It just feels good. And plus, I know I'm getting stronger. So the benefit comes after doing it, of course, every single time. But 20 minutes before going, oh man, I got that hardcore closer on this shoulder talking me out of it every single time. So I go for the results. And that's the same thing with your to-do list. You don't want to do it, but it needs to be done, and you will feel better because you've accomplished it after it's done. So dust off that discipline, that self-discipline, and that is part of the game day, all right? Our warm-up, sports analogy, was the morning routine. That's warming you up to get feet on the ground, boots on the ground, to get after it. Your game plan, so like watching the tape and the practice of basketball practice and coming up with set plays and, you know, how you move around on the floor and set up plays, that's the game plan. That's you writing out your time, your schedule, and coming up with what you're going to do today and what time you're going to do it, what time you're going to start, what time you're going to finish, and get it accomplished. That's the game plan. Game day is doing it, getting it done, attacking the to-do list, attacking your workflow, answering the emails, you know, doing what you need to do in your daily life to get it done. That is game day. And that's the discipline part. What can always help you with discipline is knowing how it feels after you complete a project or get back from the gym. How it feels good? Yeah. All right. Well, don't ignore that. Don't ignore the feel-good feelings that come with it. Give yourself a little props. Hey, I did good today. I did good. That was awesome. Good for me. Now, you don't have to tell everybody about how good you think you are, or maybe you should. I don't know. Another thing that really helps with the discipline is your vision. Your vision and looking at your short-term goals, your long-term goals, and putting it together and keeping that front and forward of why your purpose of getting the stuff done that you put on the schedule that need to be done, keep that front and center. Like, these are the reasons why I'm doing what I'm doing. Makes it a little bit easier for you. So, executing your game plan. Practice, implement, and stack the good days. Stack the good days. And that's really what it's all about. So at the beginning of this, I said, I made a pretty bold, I made two pretty convincing statements. One of the statements is, give me 3 days to change your life. That's pretty bold. That's pretty bold. But I believe it. I really believe it. Another one of my statements was, at the end of this, I expect you to be a changed person. If implemented, everything I've said since day 1 to day 2 to now, day 3, if practiced and implemented, will produce solid results, changing your life, and you are a changed person. It can't not go any other way. It can't not go. You can't watch day 1, do nothing about it. Watch day 2, do nothing about it. Watch day 3, do nothing about it. Cool. You spend some time. High five. Glad to get to know you and you know me. I highly recommend you put it into practice. That's what's going to happen. So start off with 1 day. Stack and take all the suggestions and do it for 1 day. Take note of how you feel and what was accomplished. Do it the 2nd day. Take note how you feel accomplished. So now you have stacked 1 productive, positive day on top of another productive, positive day, another productive, positive day, another productive, positive day, and do that for a week. It cannot help. It cannot make a difference. Now, quit comparing day after day after day and just do, and take a snapshot of your life of what's happened in a month. And I guarantee, or you're free money free back, that it changed you and you've been more productive. All right, last question for you. Did this help? Last question for you. Did this help? Leave me a comment or get at me in my DM, or you can email me or send the page a message. And let me know if it helped, and let me know how I can make this training better for you. Because this is not, it's not for me, it's for you. It's value for you, and I hope brought value. And if there's anything I can do in my format, or if I miss something, I might have completely missed something, and that's okay, but I need to know so I can make it better. Thank you. I appreciate you for that. And then again, I want to reiterate or remind you again that the daily schedule, I put it in a PDF, and it's inside the group. I want to say files or announcements. I'm not really sure. I can check, but I know it's in there, and it's a cool little deal. Cool little deal. Right up at the top, it says, and I like this: knowing makes one's conscious of self-improvement. Knowing makes one conscious of self-improvement. So, if you don't know, then you don't know. But if you know, then you can improve. And it's got a spot for your name, and it's got a spot for the day, and it's got a spot for the date. Then it has a spot for total hours wasted. That's good to know. Then it has a slot for useful time and a slot for wasted time. My categories may be different from your categories per job description, but I have prospecting numbers, I have follow-up, I have content creation, family duties, office hours, or office detail, like check an email. That's office detail. And I have a line for idle chatter. Was it useful or was it wasted time? I have a spot for money. Savings, your key to independence. Objective amount and the actual amount. Because knowing makes one conscious of self-improvement. Then I have working schedule. A start time, a quit time, study and planning, you might want to take that study and planning time and put that into your daily routine, like in the morning, at least, bam, you got half hour right there of study and planning time and you didn't even know it. Evening, do you work evenings? I work evenings, so write it down. Then, this is kind of cool. There's a part for character and personality traits. Positive to accentuate, 3 line items. What 3 things are you positive or you feel good about yourself? And build upon those. Then it's got 1 line item for negatives to eliminate. All right? Negatives to eliminate. So, one of your personal flaws. I get angry easy. Sometimes I'm short with people. I might come off as an a-hole. I'm a little bit more intense than some people may like. Those might be some of my personal negatives. And when I know about them, then I can improve myself by eliminating them or making them less harsh. That's what I got for you. That's going to wrap it up. I'm going to remind you about the private mastermind that is on WhatsApp. You can get at me in the comments if you want to be added to the mastermind, the WhatsApp mastermind. It's a group, like-minded people, want to be productive, probably own businesses or sales in some way, shape, or form, or an entrepreneur, or backgrounds vary, and that's cool, and that's key to a good mastermind, is because not everybody is cookie cutter the same. So you're gonna probably get some insights that you did not think that you knew about. Private mastermind is free right now, but I'm not guaranteeing that forever. Matter of fact, it's going to be a short time where it's free, and then it's going to be a subscription based. But it's not going to be super crazy. I'm going to keep it reasonable because, well, yes, I need to make some money off of it, but no, it's not a price gouge money thing. Anyhow, get at me in the comments of what you liked about this. Thank you very much. If you're still here watching up until this time, thank you very much. I hope it brings value. I hope you implement it and start working and putting the things into practice that will change your life. All right. Thank you. Till next time, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. This is Ryan J. Make it an epic day. Bye.